No mai, haere mai. Welcome to Day 2 finals of the Apollo Project's New Zealand Age Group Swimming Championships. Another night of action, joined tonight again by Matt Hutchins, 2016 Olympian and also former national champion, national record holder over 800 metre freestyle. Great to have you here for some expert comments, Matt.
Yeah, thanks for having me back. You know, happy to keep rolling through the rest of this week and watch some more fast swimming out here.
Now, went through the heats this morning, quite a few 50s there, some 200s. Tonight we look to the 200 freestyle for the boys, starting off this evening's finals. Kevin Zhang. Interestingly, they put the fastest guys in the first heats, which was the first time for me to see that. And what some of the guys from Swimming New Zealand were telling me, we're hoping to get a few faster times in the heats this morning from these guys. Kevin Zhang certainly lived up to that 153 200 freestyle, just 2 seconds outside of that New Zealand age group record.
Yeah, and you saw the speed right away. He was out in a 53.6, I think it was, and maybe it eased up coming home. So definitely a great shot. I believe the record's a 151 there tonight. So all eyes will be on that race and the 16-year-old boys.
Then we go to the 53 boys for both multi-class and the girls, and then the 200 breaststroke for boys. I think they were cruising this morning, Matt. I think there's a lot more to give. Certainly Cameron Karpik in the younger age group. His PB about 5 or 6 seconds faster than he did, so I think we'll see some good swims in 200 breast.
Absolutely, one of those strokes that has a range of techniques, range of skills. So there's going to be a lot of race strategies out there tonight. A lot of swimmers trying to use the advantages. Maybe more 100 swimmers trying to go out faster, but no real hard winners at their moment. So we'll see who can take it out tonight.
The 15-year-old girls 200 metre breaststroke, we've got the New Zealand record holder for the 50 and 100, Monique Wierzowski, in that one. Slightly longer than she's used to, but a class act.
Yeah, like I was saying before, obviously when it comes to breaststroke, quite often 100 specialists and 200 specialists don't always line up, but that technique is there. See how that fitness is and see if she can hang on for the win.
17-18 age group, we've got Melissa Cowan. She was second at the Nationals in the 100 metre breaststroke, and Rebecca Wilkins matching up, not only tenths of a second in it there, lane 4 and 5.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a great testament to how good these young swimmers are, backing up from Opens, not only, competing last week, but winning, and now coming back here to claim those age group titles. So it should be some exciting races. 50
metre freestyle for girls will follow, and Zoe Pedersen will be in lane 4 for the 16-year-old girls. In fact, she is only 15 with this meet, your age as at the end of this month. So she has the opportunity to perhaps break a New Zealand age group record, and she's not far off.
Absolutely, and she's in great form. We saw a fantastic split in that relay last night around a 25.2, 25.8 this morning. She's really knocking on the door of that record, and it's a 50 so small changes can make the biggest difference.
We follow with the 50 metres butterfly for the boys, then the multi-class, and then we finish with the 800 metre freestyle, the third of the time finals. Kira Ellett in action in lane 4. She would have been a bit disappointed, of course, with that 400 metre last night, just being pipped by Summer Osborne, but this is her main event. This is the one she'll want to get.
Yeah, and I mean, a great opportunity to get back in the pool, maybe change some things, get that momentum going again, but she'll be happy to move up to the favoured, more distance events. And then I think across the pool, a lot of age group battles happening in this last time final tonight. Swimmers 15, 16 and the 17, 18-year-old age group. So I'm sure they'll be trying to watch each other across the pool, as well as trying to, be competitive in the race.
We finish with the 4x100 metre freestyle relay for all the different age groups. Bit of fun at the end of the night. We hope you enjoy the action here, day 2 of the Apollo Project's New Zealand Age Group Swimming Championships.
Apollo Projects is New Zealand's trusted specialist for the design and construction of sports, aquatics and education centres, and is proud to be the principal sponsor of Swimming New Zealand.
Please welcome our technical officials to pool deck for our Day 2 final session. Come on, guys, you can do better than that. Give them a big round of applause. Your referees for tonight's finals, Ross Gillespie and Hugh Allen. Starters, Ali Sherwood and Matt White. Your technical director for these championships is Carlreen Gillespie. Thank you, officials. We begin tonight's session with event 10, the boys 200 metre freestyle. Put your hands together and welcome to pool deck the 13-year-old finalists. In lane 1, Michael Sun. Lane 2, Alex Sanford. 3, Liam Curling. 4, Soren Wells. 5, Leo English. 6, Donald Tian. 7, Oban Williams. Soren Wells in the red cap in lane 4 from Whananui in Canterbury, your club, Matt, and a 2:04.62 this morning. That was a pretty good heat swim for him. What do you think we'll be expecting out of Soren this evening?
Well, hopefully we can be down in that around those 203 mid-range. I think he came into this meet with around a 208. But, you know, he's a classic 13-year-old swimmer. You know, watching him train at Whananui, every time you do something fast in training, he seems to be putting forward another PB or another best time. So it's incredible watching him go from strength to strength. But I believe the Canterbury record, which has stood for, you know, well over the last decade, if not more, sits at around those 203 mid-mark. So hopefully we can drop another second.
It'd be good. I think you were telling me it's been around for, 19, 20 years. So if he can break that Canterbury record, that would be something for him. Soren Wells, he goes through the 100, 59.09 and holding 31.17. He's got about 0.7 of a second faster than lane 3 alongside him.
Yeah, and obviously the gold medal winner in the 800 last night, so he'll back this back half of his race as he's clearly starting to pull away here over the back half, trusting that endurance.
Soren Wells leads in lane 3. Liam Curling from Coast sits in second. Leo English is third in lane 5. They come down, still holding that 31.72. A 1:30. This is looking very, very promising.
Looking very promising. He'll be looking to hopefully come back in that 31.0, really picking up that pace, so we're on here for a really, really fast time.
The New Zealand record held at 2 minutes, 0.40 by Michael Mitchum. This is a great swim here by Soren Wells. Oh, what a great time. 2:02.62. He breaks the 20-year-old Canterbury record. Liam Curling comes in second. Leo English holds on to third, and all of these boys have gone well faster than their heats this morning. Nice work.
And just looking at that replay, a fantastic stroke, nice long arms, really getting those fingertips out as far as he can, not surrendering anything as he ties up there towards the end of the race. So fantastic looking freestyle.
Yeah, very, very long stroke. Good job, Soren Wells. Next up is the 14-year-old boys final. In lane 0, Jaden Dickerson. Lane 1, Jack Rust. Lane 2 is Troy Blaylevens. Lane 3, Orlando Hardy. Lane 4, Noah Dulard. Lane 5, Ariel Machirahondo. Lane 6, William McFarland. Lane 7, Mitchell Ellis. Lane 8, Sam Rowe. Lane 9, Andreas Bejarano Valdazzo. Our visitor in lane 4 from New Caledonia, the fastest of the Kiwis, Ariel Machirahondo, who's just continues to improve year by year now. As you said, at this age, Matt, 13, 14, they're growing, and the PBs just keep getting smashed.
Yeah, absolutely. It's such a great way to keep yourself energised as a swimmer, remembering those times when you were 13, 14. It almost seems that every time you jump in the pool, you're going faster. And I think while, that a lot of that's physically, I think at this stage you're learning so much about swimming. Every time you swim, you learn something new about the race, and you can see it on the times.
Orlando Hardy, stroke for stroke at the front of the field with Ariel Machirahondo. Our visitor just trying to hold on to the pretty good pace through the first 100.
A really strong start here from Orlando Hardy over there in lane 3. Really took it to the field there in that first 50. You love to see that in a 200. Now it is one of those races, very hard to sprint the whole way, so we'll see how he holds on over the next 80 metres or so.
Machirahondo, just a beautiful freestyle stroke as well. Very relaxed, breathing off to his right. And now starting to put some pressure on the rest of the field down this all-important third 50.
Absolutely, like we were saying in the race before, really getting those hands nice and far in front of him, over top of the water, not surrendering any sort of distance as he starts to tire out. Really important trying to keep those elbows high, not giving anything up, really fighting your brain, telling you that you're sore and tired. And he's really powering home here.
He did a 2:02.28 this morning, 2:02.72 I should say. And the visitor just starting to come through, Noah Dulard. But Ariel Machirahondo's done enough. He's going to get there to win. What a swim for him. 2 minutes, 0.26. Orlando Hardy will get the silver for the Kiwis. And from lane 9, Bejarano Valdazzo gets the bronze for the Kiwis. What a swim from him. And gutsing it out through the final 25 metres with a late rush from our visitor. And there's the official result. We move now to the 15-year-old boys final. Lane 0, Ollie Robinson. Lane 1, Alfie Weatherston Harvey. Lane 2, Jackson Close. 3, Fraser Walker. 4, Hunter Lloyd. 5, Daniel Craigting. 6, Isaac Gear. 7, Hamish Giddens. 8, Neo Ehrlich. Lane 9, Ethan Stocks. I guess one of the interesting things about this championships, Matt, is the fact that the older boys get to see the times of the younger boys, and there's a bit of pressure to make sure that they can beat those times.
Absolutely. I think even I remember from the days of being an age group swimmer, whether you're swimming the age group below, you're like, I'm going to try and set a time and see how, where I would get in the age group above. And I think even if you don't want to admit it, sometimes if you're seeing, some of these young superstars going in front of you, you see their time and you just sort of go, oh God, I got, pressure's on now. So
Isaac Gere fast down that first 50. He goes out at under 27.
Yeah, and I think they'll, with these guys, will be looking to try and hit the wall here at 100 and around that 57 high, 58 low mark, as we start to settle into this race. But is Hunter Lloyd really pulling up here on that second length?
Goes through the first 100. Isaac Gere, 57.30.
And that's a fantastic opening split there, holding that 30 mid. So it's going to be interesting to see how these boys hold up. Isaac Gere looking very comfortable down this third length.
Hunter Lloyd approaching Isaac Gere now and looking pretty promising is Fraser Walker from United in lane 3. He's right in the mix too.
As Hunter Lloyd takes the lead there in a 31.0 on that length. It's going to be a great race to the finish. And it looks like Fraser Walker in lane 3 is making a late push as well.
Hunter Lloyd and Isaac Gere for the national title here. Even with 25 metres to go. Who's done the training? Who's got it in the top 2 inches? Isaac Gere's led it from the start. He breathes off to the right. He can't see his competition. He puts his head down, buries it for the wall. It's going to be close. Isaac Gere gets it by 1/100th of a second. Now that's a close finish.
And both boys there under the 2-minute mark, which is a fantastic barrier to break if it hasn't been done before. One of those times you kind of keep in the back of your mind. So congratulations to those boys.
And the magic thing, Matt, it doesn't matter how much you win by. A win's a win.
Absolutely. Hand on the wall first, that's all that matters.
There's the result. We move now to the 16-year-old boys final 200 metres freestyle. Lane 0, William Seymour. Lane 1, Josh Carroll. Lane 2, James Crosby. Lane 3, Jonty Sheriffs. Lane 4, Kevin Zhang. Lane 5, Jack Potier. 6, Daniel Calabote. 7, Lucas Holmes. 8, Matthew Zeng. And 9, Jack Love. Fantastic start there in lane 4 by Kevin Zhang, a good half body length over the swimmers alongside him. He is a tall young man. He's probably sitting at about, I'd say 6'2", 6'3", Kevin Zhang.
And obviously a very strong swimmer. I mean, he took this race out this morning at about a 25.6 and then turned it the 100 at a 53.6, so really has that front end speed as he takes it through a 25.7. As I said before, it'll be interesting to see if he's a bit more reserved in the first 100 tonight and relies on that back end, or if he's more of a get out as fast as he can and hold it kind of swimmer.
Just powering through the water down the 75 metre mark. Kevin Zhang, he's full of confidence, this young guy, and he loves the racing. He was there last week at the New Zealand Championships. Through in a 53.83. How did that compare, Matt, from this morning?
A little bit slower out this morning. I think most of the difference maybe 1.1 slower over that second 50. So, right in that wheelhouse, but whether or not he gets eased off this morning, he's got a fantastic kick behind him here, building into this third 50, so it definitely doesn't look like he's easing up tonight.
Let's bring him home to see if we can get him to a New Zealand age group record. Jack Potier sitting in second. Daniel Calibote is maybe, he turns third.
And we could be on here for a really, really good time, seeing how well Kevin Zhang holds on here. This could be a national record.
151.35. 151.35. It's going to be close. I think he's going to be just outside. 152.40 for Kevin Zhang. Great swim. Second, Jack Potier goes 158 underneath his heat time. Daniel Calibote under the 2 minute mark. You should be happy with that for a third. Moving now to the 17-18-year-old boys 200 freestyle final. Lane 0, Chris Jiang. Lane 1, Ryan Peck. 2, Hugo Batchelor. 3, Ollie Lutton. 4, Finn Harland. 5, Lan Hamblin-O. 6, Angus Blair. 7, Bryn Drummond. 8, Luke O'Connor. 9, Ben Isles. Well, Matt, here you've got a classic case of a 50-metre sprinter versus a 800 and 1,500-metre freestyler.
Absolutely, the 200 a great equaliser in many instances. A lot of guys who do the 50 and the 100, a lot of swimmers do the 50 and 100, they come up to the 200. It's great for that back-end endurance in those races, and then those 800, 1,500 swimmers come down to it, because to them, this is the sprint, this is it. They're the ones that can go out there, pretty much hit their 100 PB at the turn and keep going.
Finn Harland, no surprises, heads out quickly, 26.18. Lan Hamlin-O sticking on his hip, and it's all pretty much a blanket across second place at the moment.
And I think it looks like Finn maybe just holding in it a little bit here as he gets to the 100, relying on maybe that speed that he has to bring him home at the end. But, Capital, well known for their middle distance swimmers at the moment, so I'm sure he has some confidence in his freestyle here over the back half of this race.
And I'm sure he'll be joining in a few hard sets there for those middle distance swimmers wouldn't be left out. So Finn Harland leading now by a body length. Lane 2's going well. Lane 2, Hugo Batchelor. He always had good performances in the final. Lan Hamlin-O's going to have to do something special. He's starting to get caught here by lane 3 as well. Ollie Lutton, Angus Blair going well in 6. Final lap now for Finn Harland.
Yeah, not much there between third through to fifth, so it's going to be a great race down this last 50, but it does obviously look like Finn Harland's going to take this out, followed by Hugo Batchelor, but the race is certainly on for third here.
Who's going to get the silver? Finn Harland will win the gold. And it's going to be lane 2, Hugo Batchelor, that gets there. Good swim for him. Lan Hamlin-O takes the bronze. Very competitive in that 17, 18-year-old age group. And we'll catch a word with Finn Harland, the winner. All out there on his own. He held back in that first 100 just to conserve that energy for that second 100. Congratulations, Finn, on another national title for you. 200 metre freestyle, you're normally used to some of the shorter distances. Talk us through a bit of your tactics tonight.
I was kind of mainly just trying to get out pretty easy, like, because my speed this morning I was pretty happy getting out, but it was just a bit too hard, so tonight I was just trying to make sure it was pretty easy, but yeah.
In terms of your training, we were just talking with Matt, do you get sort of sucked into some of this middle distance training there at Capital with so many quality middle distance swimmers?
Yeah, you know, like lots of the boys, I'm pretty fortunate to train with like a great group of lads, so shout out to them. But yeah, Gary kind of mainly gets me doing a lot of 200 back training, so I don't really get much chance to get onto my free, but every now and then it's always good to have a bit of a hit out, yeah.
Round of applause for Finn Hartland, ladies and gentlemen, national title number 2. Welcome back to live coverage on Māori Active here of the Apollo Project's New Zealand Age Group Swimming Champs. We move to event number 103, the boys 50 metre freestyle final for the multi-class. In lane 1, Rawiri Tristram Brown. In lane 2, James Hayden. Lane 3, Bailey Conlon. 4, Asher Smith Franklin. 5, Finn Russ. 6, Josh Wilmer. 7, Dominic Hogarth. And Asher Smith Franklin wasting no time, head buried. Great rating down the first 25. Finn Russ also going hard. Who's going to win it in the S14? Finn Russ and Asher Smith Franklin. This is a great battle here in lane 4 and 5. 26.81. Just going to check that New Zealand record. Yes, it is. A New Zealand record by 5/100ths of a second for Asher Smith Franklin. Congratulations. And Finn Russ did a great job too. We'll have a quick word with Asher Smith Franklin now. His first New Zealand record of the champs to add to the handful. 2 handfuls he got last week. Congratulations, Asher. That looked like you meant business from the beginning, the head down, great rating and a New Zealand record. Well done.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Now, did you make a count of how many New Zealand records you broke last week?
Oh, no, I'm not counting that.
Not counting, too many to count. That was awesome. You had Finn Russ alongside you, and he pushed you all the way to the end. He's a class act, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, it was very good to have him right next.
Well done. Round of applause for Asher Smith Franklin, ladies and gentlemen. First New Zealand record of the champs. Move now to the next event. It is the 50 metres freestyle for girls multi-class. Event 104. In lane 3, Brooke Anderson. Lane 4, Riley Sayer. 5, Mackenzie Drage. Lane 6, Millie Long. New Zealand record holder for S14, Riley Sayer from Matamata in lane 4. She might be inspired by what she just witnessed. Her New Zealand record, 30.91. The rest of the swimmers in this field, we've got 2 S8s, physical impairment, and Millie Long, S10, physical impairment. Let's go, Riley. Faster than this morning, 32.11. Well done, girls. Good on you, Riley. Another national title for you, and only just over a second over your New Zealand record. Are you happy with that one?
Oh yeah, definitely. It was such a good fun and I had so much fun, so.
Now I want to ask you, where do you keep all your gold medals?
At my grandma's place, and I've got 2 boards.
2 boards at your grandma's house. Are they out on display?
Yeah, definitely.
So does she talk about you a lot, and she very, very proud of you?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely a lot, because I'm not a big fan of people knowing about me, but my family really puts it out there, and I'm getting so much support from my little town Tiaraha as I'm fundraising for Vichy France in June, and I'm just happy that I've got such a great support team back at home.
Good on you, Riley. Well done. All the best for the rest of your champs. We'll be back after the short break for the 200 metre breaststroke for boys, starting with the 13-year-olds. Welcome back. We move now to event number 11, the boys 200 metre breaststroke. And behind the box is the 13-year-old boys. Introducing lane 2, Declan Broadfoot. Lane 3, Danny Sun. Lane 4, Yaron Nadonche. 5, Jethro Yoon. 6, Nathan Nye. Lane 7, Clement Chu. Two visitors in this one, lane 4 and 6. Just the 4 Kiwis in there. Jethro Yoon, the fastest of the Kiwis, and he was only half a second slower than our visitor, Yaron Nadonche. Extremely taxing stroke, the breaststroke, where the legs are doing a huge amount of the work. And breaststrokers would argue that 200 breaststroke, when you put everything into it, is maybe just as hard as a 200 fly.
Yeah, but I think when you talk to any swimmer who does a 200, they all claim that their 200's harder than the other ones. So, a 200 breaststroke one I often avoided purely because just never was able to quite do it. But as you can see in this pool, quite a range of strokes. Old Yaron from New Caledonia over there, a really long glide, really relying on that kick. Whereas in lane 6, with Nathan Nye there, a little bit of a higher stroke rate coming into this length, but they're all sort of balancing out over this 200. I'm sure we'll see them all start to pick up that stroke rate. Again, like you were saying, very leg focused, pretty much the goal in breaststroke, just trying to get those hands back out in front of you as fast as you can.
Streamline, so important, not only in the longer, the pull-outs here, so swimmers pushing off the wall, big sweeping arm stroke, and then a breaststroke kick and a dolphin kick. But streamlined not only in that part of it, but also in the drive forward.
Absolutely, and I think one of the more misconceptions of breaststroke is it's a bit, up and down. Where really you are trying to move a lot like butterfly. You're really trying to have that hip undulation, pushing those hips up as you glide forward. So when you are out in that streamline, you're on top of that water, emphasising and really taking advantage of that streamline position.
All of the swimmers coming to the 150 metre mark, and it is still the visitor Nathan Nye from Australia who leads, and Jethro Yoon and Danny Sun in lane 3 and 5, the Kiwis. Our New Caledonian Yaron Nadonche is sitting in 3rd. And 3rd for the Kiwis, sitting out there in lane 2 is Declan Broadfoot. Close finish here. Just gets there, Nathan Nye for the win. The 2 visitors take 1st and 2nd. Jethro Yoon 1st to the Kiwis. Danny Sun 2nd, and in comes Declan Broadfoot for the bronze for the Kiwis. Well done to our 13-year-old boys. Introducing the 14-year-old boys finalists. 0, Christopher Calabote. Lane 1, Jack Zhu. 2, John Park. 3, Alwyn Bayo. 4, Cameron Karpik. 5, Nemanja Makovic. 6, Bertil Feng. 7, Jason Els. 8, Ryland Wheeler. Lane 9, Blake Candish. Cameron Karpik, better known for the 100 and the 50, but this is the one I think he was holding back. Let's see how he goes. Cameron Karpik in lane 4 in the black cap. Nemanja Makovic from Roskill just 1 second slower than him in the heats this morning at 2:35. And the yellow lanes taking this 200 metres out for the 14-year-old boys.
And not too much to separate them there at the turn. I'm sure we'll see these boys pushing each other the whole 200 metres, although it does look like Cameron has some great pull-outs, as we were just talking there before. Obviously not as important in long course, you only get a couple of turns, but you're trying to take every advantage as you can.
Now this could be a little unsettling. Nemanja Makovic has taken the second 50 a lot quicker. And Cameron Karpik responds now. Not going to let him get away. The trick with the 200 breaststroke, keep it long, keep it as long as you can in that first, 150 and start to increase that rating as you need to in that final 50.
And only 1/100th of a second separating them at the 100, but again, Cameron getting on that turn, but it does look like Nemanja coming straight back at him the moment they get into that stroke.
Neck and neck at the moment. 125 metres swum. Can't really tell what's going to happen here.
And it looks like lane 2, John Park, just inching ahead in that race for third place, but Elwyn Bell obviously as well, not going to let him get away. So there's a nice little battle going on here on 2 sets of positions over this last length.
A 39.04 for Cameron Karpik, half a second quicker over that 50, and he's opened that lead up now to half a body length over Nemanja Makovic. Now Makovic starts to come back, increasing that rating. This is going to be hurting, Matt. They come through to the final 20. Who wants it more? Cameron Karpik. I think he's got this one in control. Karpik comes through to win. The 14-year-old boys, 200 metres breaststroke. What a great race. Makovic gets second. In comes lane 3, Elwyn Bayo for third.
And lane 8, Ryland Wheeler sneaking in for fourth from the outside lane. Fantastic swim out there.
And that's when you know the swimmers have done the work. Held that lead, he had it from 25 metres out. He held on, he had a good challenge there from Markovic.
Yeah, it definitely looked like he had control the whole way over that stroke. He wasn't letting any part of the race get ahead of him. Kept that glide nice and strong, kept that head position really consistent, and it paid off with a bit of speed there at the back end.
Moving now to the 15-year-old boys final 200 metres breaststroke. Introducing the finalists, 0, Denver Yu. Lane 1, Owen Jin. Lane 2, Nolhan Kote. 3, Bosco Ding. 4, Jacob Story. 5, Joseph Shin. 6, Finley English. 7, Charlie Russell. 8, Emil Fisher. 9, Angus Horner. Nice start, fast start in 5 by Joseph Shin. But it was the underwater work of Jacob Story that gets him out in front. Beautiful breaststroke, Jacob Story. Already taking charge down this first length. Great drive from the legs into that streamline position, the head going straight underwater.
And obviously backing up last night from a national title in that 100 breaststrokes. You know he's got the front end speed here, but looking really, really strong. I think even last night in the 100, you looked at that stroke, you know, that's the kind of breaststroke that can extend over the distances, and we're seeing it right here as he opens this very strong early lead over lanes 3 and 5 back there.
Yeah, he certainly looks relaxed. Lane 5 at the moment, Joseph Shin sitting in second. We've got Bosco Ding on the other side. Lane 6 is Finley English. Let's take a look at this split. He did a 2:30.19. I think we'll see a sub 2:30 this evening. 1:08.43.
And not much separating second and third there, both turning in a 1:11, right around that 38.0, 37.9 mark. So it is all Jacob Story here over this last 100, but it is a great race developing behind them.
Yeah, nice undulation for Jacob Story. You can see those hips coming up for every drive of the kick. And let's have a look at this split. A 36.7 down the second 50, a 37.46. So based on that, if he could do a 37 coming home, could be looking at about maybe around that 2:30 again. We'll see if we can get under 2:30. Starting to respond to the crowd now, Jacob Story. Eyeing up the wall now. Jacob Story's going to win another title for the 15-year-old boys. Wow, 2:22.98. Just outside that New Zealand record of 2:21.79. Well, we knew he was going to go quick, not quite that quick. Fantastic swim for Jacob Story, got to be a lifetime best. New Zealand record 2:21.79, just 1 second outside, less than. Surely that New Zealand age group record will be under threat this year. Let's take a look at that result. Bosco Ding gets the silver, very close there. Joseph Shin, third. We introduce now the 16-year-old boys 200 breaststroke final. Lane 0, Joe Reha. 1, Rai Luff. 2, Daniel Calabote. 3, Kevin Zhang. 4, Leo Arrowsmith. 5, Nicholas Cowan. 6, Caleb Ludlow. 7, Jonas Zvendner. 8, Nico Solidi. And 9, Harrison Doak. This is Leo Arrowsmith's main event, main stroke, 200 metre breaststroke. He's history of winning this event. Goes out nice and long down that first lap, leads the field through.
Yeah, but it might not be too easy tonight. Not too much faster than the rest of the field here this morning, so whether or not he was easing or we could have a great race on our hand. But if we look over to lane 2, Daniel Calamo from Aquanites over there, backing up from the 200 freestyle merely like 10 minutes ago to this 200 breaststroke. We were talking before about how much leg is involved in the 200 breaststroke, so coming straight off that 200 freestyle, I'm sure this is going to be burning the whole way, but he's right up there with this front pack, really in shot of a medal right here.
Yeah, look, I think breaststroke and freestyle quite different muscle groups, so maybe he's got that. He would have done a good warm down in between and refocused. And let's look at the times: 108.59, 108.8. And we saw it with Jacob Story, a 108 turned into a 222. And so it'll be interesting to see how the second 100 goes for these older boys.
Yeah, and Sean in there in lane 3 from Pirates. If he's coming in around that 221, 222 mark, going to be a massive improvement from his 232 he swam this morning. So I think he may have just been easing up a little bit, getting his spot in the final, but he's got a bit of a race on his hands right now.
Leo Arrowsmith and Nicholas Cowan. Should I say Kevin Zhang. Can he win another title? Kevin Zhang coming strongly. Leo Arrowsmith not going to let him have it. Leo Arrowsmith gritting the teeth in the final 15 metres. He's looking great. Leo Arrowsmith's going to win this comfortably. Let's see what time he gets. Very powerful over the last 10 metres, 220.33. What a swim. Very good swim for Kevin Zhang as well, 221.97. It's going to stack up well for the medley.
And Daniel Calabo sneaking in there for third as well. Again, another potential great medley swimmer there, backing up the 200 freestyle with the 200 breaststroke tonight.
Absolutely. Great job by all of the boys there. Very impressed in that final 15. Did not look like there was any fatigue there, Matt.
No, one of those things with the 200 breaststroke. It's all about how relaxed you can be, how strong that kick is over that first 100 to really have that in the back pocket as you close this race out.
Moving now to the 17, 18-year-old boys, 200 breaststroke. Lane 0, Connor Eden. Lane 1, Joe Kennedy. 2, Max Gardner. 3, Sean O'Connor Close. 4, Jackson Kennard. 5, Hara Hughes. 6, Michael Lansdowne. 7, Ethan Blair. 8, Emlyn Claydon. And lane 9, Joel Veron. Hara Hughes, the winner of the 100-metre breaststroke last night in lane 5. Jackson Kennard, it's going to be a battle in the middle, but there was a 5-second difference this morning in the heats. Third and fourth to the wall, Sean O'Connor Close, Max Gardner 2 and 3. quickly down the first 50, Jackson Kennard. Want to kind of see maybe a 106 here?
Yeah, I think these boys will be looking for that 106, 107 range based off where their last race are. And really interesting, Jackson Kennard, really powerful with getting those arms forward into that glide, not wasting any time. And he's looking really good closing out this first 100. I think we're going to see about that 106. There you go, 106.4 through the 100, right on where he'll want to be. So trying to hold that home. 2
seconds faster than the previous age group. Now, Leo Arrowsmith 108 and then came back in a 112, which is very, very impressive. The drop-off in breaststroke is normally a lot more than other strokes. So a 4-second drop, or 3.5, is absolutely incredible. Let's see what these guys can do. A 106, if we see a 111, we're going to see a 217. The New Zealand record for 17-year-olds is held by Luan Grobbelaar at 2:15.72. 18-year-olds George Schroeder 2:14.95. Jackson Kennard leads the way with 30 metres to swim. Hara Hughes is holding on. These two well out in front of the rest of the field at the moment. Lane 2 at the moment is Max Gardner from Wharanui, your teammate there, Matt.
Yeah, having a fantastic swim back there, really powering home over this last 20 to 15 metres.
And this is a good win for Jackson Kennard, 2:20.23. Hara Hughes second. Max Gardner will finish third, 2:29.92. He did 2:33 this morning, Max, so he'll be happy going under 2:30, I'm sure.
Always good when you can be swimming faster at night. It shows that, you know, the race plans are working, those adjustments you make at midday. So for all those boys there tonight swimming faster, fantastic job.
Catch a word with Jackson Kennard on that win. Good on you, Jackson. National title for you. That looked like hard work out there, pushed all the way to the end.
Yeah, it was good. Hara obviously had great competition. You know, it's a good race.
106 out in the first 100. Does that surprise you? Is that pretty quick out the first 100?
Yeah, I'm surprised I went that, to be honest. Probably started a bit too fast, but, you know, it's a good race.
PB for you?
Yeah, good PB.
Oh, good on you. Well done. Round of applause for Jackson Kennard, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to coverage of the Apollo Project's New Zealand Age Group Swimming Championships. We move to event 12 now, the girls 200 breaststroke, starting with the 13-year-olds. Lane 3, Elise Lamb. Lane 4, Bianca Chan. 5, Hannah Sampson. Lane 6, Olivia McLean. 4 girls in the field, so all in the middle of the pool, the action. And good heat swim this morning from Bianca Chan, 2:48 flat. She is on paper just under 10 seconds faster than the other swimmers in the field, but hey, we've seen what's happened in previous finals. We can see some fantastic performances in the evening.
Absolutely, you never know. As we were saying earlier last night, coming back for finals, it's a little bit more atmosphere, it's a little bit more energy in the room, so anyone could be propelled, but it really does look like Bianca Chan here taking this race out, really setting the tone and looking for a good time.
She's got a beautiful long glide on her breaststroke, Bianca Chan. Already opened up 3 or 4 body lengths at the moment, and New Zealand record in the 13-year-olds is 2:39.14. Now that's an old record. That was 2003, a 20-year-old New Zealand age group record.
Yeah, and just looking at it, there's normally a reason those records like that stand for so long. Obviously a fantastic, fantastic time. So it'll be really pushing it for Bianca to get there over the second length, but we'll see how close we can get.
Second at the moment is lane 3, Elise Lamb. Third, Hannah Sampson. You can hear the shouting from the Roskill Swim Club here, pushing her along, 1:59.55. She did a 43 there. Let's bring her home. Bianca Chan, she won't be too far off this New Zealand age group record.
Yeah, and a really good swim here, looking really, really strong as she closes out. Fantastic technique. A great thing at this young age to have that technique down, and then from there it's very easy to build into a much better swimmer. A much faster swimmer, sorry.
Now that New Zealand record was now, so she's not far behind it. A 20-year-old New Zealand age group record. In she goes. What a swim. 2:43.75. Give her a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Down from a 2:48 in the heats. She's absolutely blown this field away to win the national title. Bianca Chan. And let's look at the rest of the times. Elise and Hannah going underneath the heat time this morning as well. Move now to the 14-year-old girls, 200 metres breaststroke. Lane 1, Neve Quayle. 2, Paige Franklin. 3, Lisa Shee. 4, Bridie Quayle. 5, Alex McIntosh. 6, Clara Delanell. 7, Ashley Bars. 'Nice comfortable start in lane 4 by Bridie Quayle.
Yeah, the national title holder in the 200 IM last night obviously favours the backstroke and breaststroke leg in that race, but the race plan looks very much the same. Get out, really set the tone and hold on. A very strong breaststroker as Bridie, so looking forward to seeing how this race pans out.
Now, Matt, you're swimming for Whananui. What's the sort of size team that they've got here at the national age groups?
Yeah, I think Whananui's got around about 10 to 12 swimmers here this week, so a really, really strong team and seeing a lot of great representation in final, with 2 swimmers here. So really good to see, for most clubs, having a good, strong age group program, really, really important, especially people all around the same age who can push, compete, be friends with each other, really just breeds a great team environment, and I think Whananui is really starting to see that this week, so really exciting to see, for someone currently swimming for the club and obviously someone who grew up there.
Through 1:17.04, holding a 40.79. This lead will just increase with a 3-second margin over the rest of the swimmers over that last 50. Increasing it, looking really good.
And she'll want to be holding that split right around that 40-second mark coming here, trying not to drop off too much, but we'll see how this looks as she comes into here. But a nice race going on for second and third there between Lisa and Alex.
And looking at the contrast of recovery there, Bridie Quayle keeping it quite low to the water. She doesn't come up too far, she just comes up to take a breath and then lunges forward into that streamline again. A 42.56. So possibly about a 125, 124 coming home.
And definitely looking good to beat that 2:45 mark she set this morning. If she comes back in a 42, she'll be well under that. Maybe she'll be even looking to come in around that 2:40 mark.
2:41, I think we're going to see 2:41, 2:42. And this is a good second 100 here for lane 5, Alex McIntosh. And 2:43, just slips a little bit in that final 50, 43.46. A good final 50 for Alex McIntosh, 42.60. Lisa Shee takes the bronze. Congratulations to Bridie Quayle winning the 14-year-old girls title. Moving now to the 15-year-old girls final, women's breaststroke. Lane 0, Anika Moleta. Lane 1, Liv Taylor. Lane 2, Maisie Penman. 3, Kate Hurley. 4, Monique Wierzowski. 5, Jasmine Lyles. 6, Olivia Bates. 7, Ava Neems. 8, Scout Carter. And lane 9, Bianca Raxworthy. Away we go, New Zealand record holder over 50 and 100 metre breaststroke in lane 4, Monique Wierzowski. She did a time of 2:44.92. I think she might have been just taking a little easy this morning, but let's see how she goes. Jasmine Lyles on her outside, Kate Hurley on the inside.
And yeah, great to see Monique stepping up to the 200 length here this week. Obviously coming off a 30.50 breaststroke last week was an incredible swim, qualifying for world champs. So seeing her here really trying to extend that stroke, work on a difference, for most things, being able to swim a longer distance can only benefit you, especially over that 100. So we'll see how this works out for her here. We know she's got that out and out speed, but can she hold it all together for a 200?
Really attacking it at the moment is Jasmine Lyles from Phoenix in lane 5. We saw the splits of the Bridie earlier, 1:17, and they go through a second quicker. Jasmine Lyles holds the lead in this 200-metre breaststroke for 15-year-old girls. Not a lot in it. Third place at the moment, lane 3, Kate Hurley. Fourth in lane 6 is Olivia Bates.
Yeah, and it looks like it's going to be a great closing 50 to 60 metres here. It looks like Phoenix Aquatics have grabbed some great real estate on the side of the pool there to bring Jasmine home. So we'll see how this race pans out over this next 50 metres. Really close there at the turn.
Some good underwater work from Jasmine Lyles. Just checking the camera angle now. I think Wierzowski has taken the lead.
I think this is where that 50 and 100 speed's really going to come back to help her close out this race as she almost pulling away every single stroke here.
Seems that Monique Wierzowski was just holding it back, wanting to pour it into the final 50. You do wonder whether she could have started that run a little bit earlier. But I'm sitting here, she's in the pool. Monique Wierzowski wins 2:37.93. Jasmine Lyles will get silver. Kate Hurley, the bronze. Congratulations to our top 3. And night and day between first and second in the end.
Yeah, really swam that race to her race plan by the looks of it, really saving herself for that last 15-metre sprint.
Moving now to the 16-year-old girls 200-metre breaststroke final. Lane 2, Shaylee Brewer. Lane 3, Rebecca Pithout. Lane 4, Kate Cowan. 5, Alicia Lamb. 6, Sophie Winter. 7, Maya Kettle. Pretty even down the first 25. Looks to be a nice start from lane 2. This is Shaylee Brewer. Alicia Lamb takes them through. Brewer just 0.1 behind.
Yeah, and we'll see how this race strategy pans out here from Kate Cowan in lane 4. You know, definitely not out of the race, definitely sticking to her plan, keeping that stroke nice and long, definitely gliding the longest out of those 4 girls there in that front pack.
And I guess, Matt, I mean, you weren't a breaststroke unless there was some secret that you were, but in terms of keeping that stroke long, expending less energy, more distance per stroke, it's going to count in the final 100.
Yeah, exactly. It's trying to find that perfect balance, because if you glide too long and you're coming to a full stop, then you're trying to fight every single stroke. So it's trying to ride that momentum as long as you can, and then as you start to slow down, that next stroke really just helps keep that same pace, and then every kick you're powering forward. And like you said, I only know this as much as in a 400 I used to just try and hold on for as long as I can before the sprint home. So yeah, this is as best I can tell you.
Well, that was good. And let's back to the racing. Lane 5 now. This is Alicia Lamb, Central City. Opened up a body length lead now, back to Kate Cowan and Rebecca Pitout, lane 3 and 4. And looking at those splits, a 42.51, a great third 50 for Lamb.
And I think she's definitely going to beat this 2:49 of her swim this morning, so we'll see what this time ends up being, but it's going to be a very, very good swim.
Alicia Lamb for the win here in the 16-year-old girls 200 breaststroke. Kate Cowan fighting for second at the moment. Rebecca Pitout sitting sweet for third. But this is a fantastic second 100 here for Alicia Lamb. A 2:49 this morning, a 2:44 this evening. Kate Cowan also going faster than this morning for the silver. Well done to our 16-year-old girls. And there's the result of the 16-year-old girls. Moving now to the 17, 18-year-old girls 200 breaststroke final. Lane 1, Maya Adams. Lane 2, Hannah King. Lane 3, Trelise Dance. Lane 4, Melissa Cowan. 5, Rebecca Wilkins. 6, Lanahay Connolly. 7, Hope Chamil. 8, Abby Davidson. Melissa Cowan was second in the 100 metres breaststroke last week at the Apollo Projects New Zealand Swimming Championships. And if my memory doesn't fail me, I think she was second in the 200 as well.
Yeah, when she last week looking here at 2:31.16 for that 18-year-old age group record just last week. So we'll see if she can get close to that again this week. Obviously cruising up a little bit this morning for that 2:39, but it's definitely the odds-on favourite here, and perhaps a push of that 2:30 mark.
Melissa Cowan leads them out by a body length at the moment. Rebecca Wilkins often comes through in the second 100. The first 100, she normally sits sweet. And she's got herself in a good position here.
And I think one of the joys of age group swimming as well, especially by the time you get to 18, you know, you've raced the people in this race with you probably for the last 5 years in a row. So both these girls probably know each other's race strategy, how they swim, where they can attack. And, you know, it's probably a bit of friendly competitiveness, but at the same day, you're trying to use every bit of advantage as you can. But it looks like Olivia Cowan's really, really taken off here in this third 50 after that 1:12 split.
That margin still remains the same between Cowan and Wilkins. Third at the moment, lane 3. This is Trelise Stance. Trelise Stance holding on in lane 2. Hannah King. .39, just under 40 through that third 50 split.
So
looking at maybe a 2:32 here.
Yeah, she'll be wanting to come back and around that 39, maybe that 39 low mark here, really pushing that 131, high 131, low 32. So we'll see what this back end speed looks like.
Great to see Melissa Cowan back in form. She worked away for 4 years since those blistering times, getting New Zealand short course New Zealand records. She is the New Zealand age group record holder in this event. Melissa Cowan comes through to win the 17-18-year-old category, 2:32.36. Rebecca Wilkins takes second. Third will go to Trelise Stance in 3. She had a good final 50 there.
Can we please get all swimmers who've made won medals? All swimmers, please bring t-shirts, shorts, shoes.
Congratulations, Melissa, on that title, 2:32. You had a very big week last week. But first, your reaction to this win?
I'm pretty happy. I mean, it was better than I expected, to be honest, and yeah, it's a bad to do, I guess.
Talk us through last week. New Zealand age group record in the 200, going under 110 in the 100, second in that event. You must have been pretty happy with your week.
Yeah, I was pretty happy. It was nice to get back down to my PBs. It's been a long time with COVID and just sickness, so I'm really proud of how far I've come back.
Let's talk through your coaching, coach change of program. So talk us through that.
So at the moment, well, Thomas just left a couple of days ago. It was really good. I'm so blessed that I got to work with him. And now we have Dave and Rafa, who are awesome. They bring so much positive energy, and yeah, I think the whole team's just really enjoying having them.
Well done, Melissa. Congratulations.
We know a country where the food is bountiful and the wine is beautiful, where the skies are big because the horizons are wide, so the warm, gentle landscape stretches out forever. A country where the food offering spans from pick your own to picking it up from a roadside stall or a farmer's market, to taking your pick from restaurant menus that are as good as anywhere in the world. And so is the wine. This is a country that will refresh you and recharge you and just make you feel a whole lot better about things. This country is food and wine country, but you might know it as Hawke's Bay.
Apollo Projects is New Zealand's trusted specialist for the design and construction of sports, aquatics and education centres, and is proud to be the principal sponsor of Swimming New Zealand.
Well, we're halfway through day 2 finals, and we move now to the medal ceremonies for the events that have taken place this evening, starting with the boys 200 metres freestyle for the 13-year-olds. Third place, 2:06.98, Sum Rotorua, Leo English. Silver, 2:05.49, Coast Swimming Club's Liam Curling. And winning in 2:02.62 from Wharanui, Soren Wells. Medals presented by 2016 Olympian Matt Hutchins. We'll be with you in a couple of seconds. In third place, 2:05.68 from Evolution, Bejarano Valdazo, or Andre Valdazo. Silver, 2:02.78 from Hamilton Aquatics, Orlando Hardy. And our visitor, Noah Duillard, 2:01.44 from New Caledonia. And gold, 2 minutes, 0.26 from Sum Rotorua, Ariel Machirahondo. Medal ceremony sponsor, All Proof Industries. Fifteen-year-old boys now. Third, 2 minutes, 0.86 from United, Fraser Walker. Silver, 1:59.8 from Raumati, Hunter Lloyd. And winning in 1:59.87 from Mount Eden, Isaac Gear. Moving now to the 200 freestyle for boys, 16 years of age. Third, 1:59.44 from Aquablades, Daniel Calabo. Second, 1:58 flat from Coast, Jack Potier. Winning the gold, 1:52.40 from Roskill, Kevin Zhang. (17:18) now. Third, 1:55.55 from Coast, Lan Hamlin O. Silver, 1:55.20 from United, Hugo Batchelor. And winning in 1:52.87 from Capital, Finn Harland. Moving now to the 50 freestyle for boys, para multi-class. Third, 28.34 from Te Arawa, Bailey Conlon. Silver, 27.24 from Nelson South, Finn Russ. And winning in a new New Zealand record time for S14, 26.81 from North Shore, Asher Smith-Franklin. .50-metre freestyle for girls, multi-class. Third, 41.13 from Selwyn, Millie Long. Silver medal, 41.48 from Aquagym, Mackenzie Drage. And winning, 32.11 for Matamata, Riley Sayer. Moving now to the 200 breaststroke for boys. Third place, 2:47.07 from Pirates, Declan Broadfoot. Second equal, our visitor and our Kiwi, Danny Sun, 2:37.95 from United, and from New Caledonia, Yaron Nadonche, 2:34.92, both silvers. And winning the gold medal for the New Zealand, 2:35.24 from Phoenix, Jethro Yoon. And winning outright, our visitor from Australia, 2:34.64, Nathan Nye. .14-year-old boys, third place, 2:34.44 from North Shore, Alwyn Bayo. Silver, 2:30.11 from Roskill, Nemanja Markovic. And winning gold, 2:29.41 from United, Cameron Karpik. 15-year-old boys, third, 2:30.61 from Phoenix, Joseph Shin. Silver, 2:30.41 from United, Bosco Ding. And winning in 2:22.93 for Mount Eden, Jacob Story. Sixteen-year-old boys, third, 2:25.31 from Aquablades, Daniel Calabote. Silver, 2:21.97 from Roskill, Kevin Zhang. And winning in 2:20.33 from United, Leo Arrowsmith. Moving now to the 200-metre breaststroke for the girls. Oh, 17.18. For the boys, third, 2:29.92, Max Gardner, Wharanui. Silver, 2:23.11 from Tawa, Hara Hughes. And winning the gold, 2:20.23 from United, Jackson Kennard. .200 breaststroke for girls, 13 years. Third, Hannah Sampson, 2:56.75, Swim Zone Racing. Silver, 2:55.20 from TBSS is Elisa Lamb. And winning the gold in 2:43.75 from Roskill, Bianca Chan. Fourteen-year-old girls, third, Lisa Shee, 2:49.65 from Howick Pakuranga. Silver, 2:48.10 from Mount Wellington, Alex McIntosh. And winning 2:43.06 from Wharanui, Bridie Quayle. Fifteen-year-old girls, third place, 2:44.79 from Pirates, Kate Hurley. Second from Phoenix, 2:42.30, Jasmine Lyles. And winning gold, 2:37.93 from Aquablades, Monique Wierzowski. Sixteen-year-old girls, third place, 2:48.59 from United, Rebecca Pithout. Silver, 2:47.16 from Vikings, Kate Cowan. Winning the gold, 2:44.81 from TBSS, Alicia Lamb. Seventeen, 18-year-old girls, 200 breaststroke, third, 2:38.66 from United, Trelise Dance. Silver, 2:36.24 from Phoenix, Rebecca Wilkins. And winning gold, 2:32.36 from North Shore, Melissa Cowan. That concludes the medal ceremony for the first half of the session. Thank you to Matt Hutchins for presenting those medals, our 2016 Olympian. We'll be back after the break for the girls' 50-metre freestyle finals.
We know a country where the food is bountiful and the wine is beautiful. Where the skies are big because the horizons are wide, so the warm, gentle landscape stretches out forever. A country where the food offering spans from pick your own to picking it up from a roadside stall or a farmer's market, to taking your pick from restaurant menus that are as good as anywhere in the world. And so is the wine. This is a country that will refresh you and recharge you and just make you feel a whole lot better about things. This country is food and wine country, but you might know it as Hawke's Bay.
Apollo Projects is New Zealand's trusted specialist for the design and construction of sports, aquatics and education centres, and is proud to be the principal sponsor of Swimming New Zealand.
Welcome back to those viewing at home on Māori Active and to our live spectator crowd here at the Hawke's Bay Regional Aquatics Centre. This is the Apollo Project's New Zealand Age Group Swimming Champs. We're halfway through night 2 of the finals. We move now to event 13, the girls 50 metres freestyle, starting with the 13-year-old girls. In lane 2, Arissa Liu. Lane 3, Kiri Yamagami. Lane 4, Alyssa Lawson. 5, Anahira McCutcheon. And lane 6, Taylor Newman. First up in lane 4, this is Alyssa Lawson. 1 length splash and dash. Not too many breaths involved. Pretty close at the 25-metre mark. Lane 5, Anahira McCutcheon coming through. Nothing in it through the heats at just 2 100s separating lane 4 and 5. Anahira McCutcheon, the head goes down. I think she's going to get there. She does. 26.96, a great swim for her. Maybe the first time under 27.
A fantastic swim from both swimmers. A great start there by Anahira McCutcheon in lane 5, and she just held on in the end from that fantastic closing speed from Alyssa, getting that head down nice and early and powering home. And yeah, as you said, under 27 seconds. Fantastic swim.
It was that start really in the end match. She got away quickly and never looked back, and that's so important in the 50 freestyle.
Exactly. Not much time to catch up if you're on the back foot in 1 length. So
moving now to the 14-year-old girls 50 freestyle final. Lane 0 is Mila Gwiezowski. Lane 1, Heidi Winter. Lane 2, Kayla Knight. Lane 3, Millie Bell. Lane 4, Milan Glintmeyer. 5, Mia McDonald. 6, Lola Nichols. 7, Janaea Baker. 8, Olivia Wheeler. 9, Blanche Foulon. Glintmeyer and McDonald, the only ones under 28 this morning, lane 4 and 5. Glintmeyer comes out on top down the first 25, getting challenged strongly by Mia McDonald. McDonald and Glintmeyer. 25 metres to go. Let's look at the breathing pattern. One final breath for Glintmeyer. Glintmeyer takes one more. She heads to the wall. Lane 3 coming strongly to Millie Bell. Glintmeyer wins it. McDonald gets the silver just from Millie Bell in 3.
And a fantastic last 10 metres there, like you were saying, a couple of last breaths in there, but you could hardly even tell watching it on the screen. A nice quick breath, keeping that head nice and still, powering through there. Nice strong touch, and really, really close touch there for second and third. I think went under the bell.
And there's the result there. We move to the 15-year-old girls next. In lane 0, Holly McDonald. 1, Sophie Barry. 2, Mia Laban. 3, Chloe Peters. 4, Charlotte Parmenta. 5, Anahira Martin. 6, Riley McBride. 7, Anna McLaren. 8, Pippa Mihaka. 9, Sophia Clapperton. Fifteen-year-old girls, less than 0.2 of a second, separating lanes 3 through 5 in the heats this morning. Great start in lane 4, Charlotte Parmenta. Parmenta gets down the first 25 fast. She breezes over to her left. Very close with lane 5, Anahira Martin. I think Parmenta's going to get there. She does. Nice, strong final stroke. Dives the arm through for the win, 26.79.
And as always, 50 freestyle, not much separating. That came down to a really strong touch there right at the end by Parmenta, and I think she's just hit the wall a little bit harder to get that touchpad going.
The touch, oh so important, keeping that head down and lunging for the wall, and you can see it here, that final stroke. Grabs it underneath.
And speaking of strong finishes, great finish there in lane 6 by Riley McBride to sneak in for third place. 2
of them going under 27 as well, which is great. We move now to the 16-year-old girls final. Lane 0, Isabel Gibson. Lane 1, Ariana Roberts. Lane 2, Danielle Asiata. 3, Kate Malloy. 4, Zoe Pedersen. 5, Amelia Bray. 6, Alina Wong. 7, Lily Humphreys. 8, Hannah Piper. 9, Louise Eccleston. All eyes on the middle of the pool. Zoe Pedersen well out in front through the heats, 25.81. New Zealand record, 25.65. Down she comes through the first 25, starting to build on it. Believe it or not, she doesn't take a breath in this 50. One of the only girls on the field not to breathe over 50 metres. Coming through. She has got a New Zealand age group record. 2/100ths of a second underneath. Now you'll be asking, why can she win the 15-year-old New Zealand age group record? Well, she is still 15. But in the 16-year-old age group, based on the rules of the date of birth, but she's been wanting that New Zealand age group record. She's got it. And another title for Zoe Pedersen.
And a fantastic swim, and looking back at that race, it's almost like with about 15 to go, her legs hit a whole nother gear. That white water really came up behind her. She put her head down and powered into that finish, and as with any 50, it comes right down to those milliseconds.
We move now to the 17, 18-year-old girls, 50 metres freestyle. Lane 0, Savannah Burke. Lane 1, Talita McEwen. 2, Georgina Bell. 3, Brooke Miles. 4, Summer Osborne. 5, Liv Peebles. 6, Eva Allen. 7, Maddie Horton. 8, Charlotte Gibbs. 9, Eva Borkowski. First up in lane 5 is Liv Peebles. Summer Osborne, the winner of the 400 metre freestyle last night. Summer Osborne's got some work to do. Lane 6 going well. Eva Allen out here in lane 6. Can she get through? Takes her final breath. Summer Osborne goes in. She'll win it 26.59. Eva Allen does a great job in 6 to get silver, and Brooke Miles, lane 3, gets the bronze.
Yeah, and honestly, really looked like it might have been Eva Allen there taking out, but it was just on the touch, as we've been talking about, as we watch the replay here, really coming down to it. Both those hands getting to the wall almost, but just ever so slightly.
Good on you, Summer. Winning a 400, now winning a 50 metre freestyle. Not too many people can do that.
I know. I didn't think I could do it either, but hey, that's a good pack.
Now, did you know how close that was?
Yes, I did. I saw it. I was like, oh, put my head down. I just went for it.
That final 5-10 metres. What do you do to make sure you put yourself in the best position?
Just head down and go. Remember my technique, long strokes, and just take a big breath and just go.
Well, congratulations on another win, Summer. Well done.
Thank you.
Moving now to the next event on the program, event number 14, the boys 50 metres butterfly. 13-year-old boys. Lane 0, Jethro Yoon. Lane 1, Zayden Hollins. 2, Declan Broadfoot. 3, Andrew Feng. 4, Liam Curling. 5, Yaron Nadanche. 6, Sam Skidmore. 7, Michael Sun. 8, Donald Tiang. 9, Alex Sanford. Liam Curling from Coast, 27.85, the only one under 28 this morning. He's got the visitor alongside him in lane 5. Liam Curling well out in front now. (27.39), just outside the New Zealand age group record of 27.23, wins it comfortably. And a good 0.6 of a second faster than this morning's heats. Well done to Liam Curling.
Yeah, fantastic swim. Coast showing their prowess in these 50s. Not sure about that breath on the last stroke into the wall, but maybe just to see where the wall is. But a fantastic swim nonetheless.
Yeah, you look pretty happy with that. So did the team from Coast. Second, Andrew Feng for New Zealand, and third, Michael Sun. Moving now to the 14-year-old boys, 50 metres butterfly. Lane 0, Orlando Hardy. Lane 1, Eric Wong. Lane 2, Te Herenga Tahiramanui. 3, Sava Karpov. 4, Krisanda Krida. 5, Nolan Nadonche. 6, Kane Howard. 7, Neo Solomonson. 8, Troy Blaylevens. 9, Osbort Gu. Lane 4 and 5 owned by our visitors. The fastest of the Kiwis in 3 and 6, Sava Karpov and Kane Howard. Lane 4, this is Krisanda Krida. First of the Kiwis at the moment, lane 6 I think is Kane Howard. Maybe on lane 2. Kane Howard gets it. Ramanui gets silver and Orlando Hardy, lane 0, snatches the bronze. Some good outside smokers there.
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, even looking at that, couldn't have been much closer until we see those official results. And back into about 0.02 of a second. Oh, third equal. I take that back. Second equal.
Second equal.
26.88 for Orlando Hardy and Te Hiritangi Ramanui.
Moving to the 15-year-old boys final now. Lane 0, Daniel Kriegting. 1, Lucas Percival. 2, Jacob Story. 3, Nathan Tabat. 4, Mason Wang. 5, Zach Alexander. 6, Isaac Gear. 7, Alexis Lahentic. 8, Harrison James. 9, Eric Yuan. Mason Wang, a good 0.3 second faster through the heats in lane 4. And he's got away to a great start, as has lane 2, Jacob Story. Jacob Story's in great form this week. Jacob Story challenging Mason Wang here. Lane 2, lane 4. I think Wang's got it just by a touch. He has. Great swimming there. Mason Wang gets it. Story second.
Yeah, fantastic swim for both swimmers there, getting under 26. I mean, yeah, really, really strong finish. Great great powerful kick from Mason Wang there down that whole 50. Really good arm speed, and as we see here, right onto this finish. Couldn't have timed it much better on that last stroke over there for Jacob Story.
And I think it was lane 5, Zach Alexander, that got there for third. We'll have a look at the result. It was 26.38, very close there amongst third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh even. Moving now to the 16-year-old boys final. Lane 0, Liam France. Lane 1, Ryan Elliott. Lane 2, William Seymour. Lane 3, David Zhu. 4, Oliver Mowat. 5, Mitchell Herberley. 6, Jasper Cornish. 7, Alex Willis. 8, Brandon Holder. 9, Harry Renner. Oliver Mowat, the butterfly specialist, and David Zhu in lane 3. Good start in lane 4 by Oliver Mowat. He leads the way at the moment down with 15 metres to go. Oliver Mowat puts the head down and goes. He's got this if he keeps up this rate. Gets there quite comfortably, 25.27. Goes faster than this morning as well. Good swim for Oliver Mowat.
Yeah, fantastic swim again, coming right down to the finish. You get a fantastic touch, keeping that head down for the last 3 or 4 strokes, really getting that momentum in and hitting that wall as hard as he can. It looks like 3rd, 4th and 5th all right there for a great finish.
David Zhu takes the silver, Mitchell Herberley the bronze. Still pretty tight there with William Seymour. Now moving to the 17-18-year-old age group, lane 0, Nathaniel Hunt. Lane 1, Joseph Coriati. 2, Hugo Rothel. 3, Ollie Lutton. 5, Ryan Peck. 6, Eli Wilson. 7, Luke O'Connor. 8, Sam Kenny. And lane 9, Ivan Liu. Caleb Carlisle, the winner of the 100 metres butterfly last night. He's in lane 4. Great start in lane 5 there by Ryan Peck. He's got away very, very well. Ryan Peck in lane 5. Can he hold this lead down the final 20 metres? Ryan Peck and Caleb Carlisle. Ryan Peck, I think Caleb Carlisle's coming through in the final strokes. He does. 24.91. Good job. Great start by Ryan Peck there. Couldn't quite hold on to that lead.
And it was all in that last 8 metres.
And I'm sure he'll be happy with that time, Matt. Ryan Peck, 55 this morning.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting under 25 seconds is no mean feat at all. And I just think when you look at that stroke coming right to the end again, we've talked about it all night, that finish, those small differences, those little things that make the minuscule difference in that 50, all that matters.
Congratulations, Caleb, the double, the 50, the 100s. You must be stoked.
Yeah, of course I'm stoked again.
Now that was close. Ryan got an absolute flyer off the blocks. You had to chase him down the whole 50. I suppose it was all splash to you, but that's what we could see anyway.
Yeah, no, I always knew that he was right beside me, and it was going to make me work for that one, and he did.
He definitely did. You reeled him in. Well done on another win. Congratulations. Next up is event 105, 50 butterfly for boys multi-class. In lane 1, Rawiri Tristram Brown. Lane 2, Dominic Hogarth. 3, Joshua Wilmer. 4, Asher Smith Franklin. 5, Finn Russ. 6, Bailey Conlon. 7, James Hayden. Can we see another New Zealand record from Asher Smith Franklin? 27.94. He's in lane 4. And he's got some great pace here, Asher Smith Franklin. Watch the clock, 27.94. Great technique, nice high hit position. 28.36, just mistimed that finish a little bit, I think, in the end, but pretty close to his New Zealand record there. And all of those boys, we've got Rawiri still making his way down, but all the boys so far have gone faster than this morning. And you're going to break the minute here for Rawiri, 59.85. Well done, boys. Congratulations, Asher. Not quite your New Zealand record, but very, very close. You happy with your swim?
Yeah, I was all right.
Now, tell us a little bit about your training you're doing at the moment. How many sessions a week do you do? Do you do any dry land, or is it all in the pool?
There's like 2 dry land sessions and 7 to 8 swims a week.
And you've got to fit in school when the school's on as well?
I'm homeschooled, so it's much easier to fit in now.
Well, that's a busy week indeed. Well done on another win tonight. Next up is the 50 freestyle multi-class for the girls. And in lane 4, it is Riley Sayer. Riley Sayer on her own. Let's make some noise for her. 45.71. She did this morning. Has had no trouble doing her great PBs and New Zealand records on her own. She did it last week. The New Zealand record held by a character, Jane Fox. If you remember Jane, barrel of laughs. In she comes, 46.82 to win the girls' 50-metre butterfly multi-class. Well done, Riley. Another win for you. Now, this time, let's talk about what you do outside of swimming. What do you do when you're not got your head in the water training really hard?
I actually do athletics, and I'm a sprinter.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. And do you do the hurdles as well?
Oh, no.
No hurdles. And what do you love most about living in Matamata?
I think it's just more that my coach is such an amazing coach to have, and Graham really pushes me to be the best that I can be, and he's still really proud of me when I don't do PBs like here, and I'm just really happy that I've got such an amazing coach behind my back.
Good on you, Riley. Another good swim for you. We'll see you next time. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Next event, event 15, the girls 800 metres freestyle, the third of the time finals, the fastest 10 girls in the field. Introducing those to you now. Lane 0, Alyssa Tapper. Lane 1, Sophie Hay. 2, Bella Wansborough. 3, Brooke Bennett. 4, Kara Allett. 5, Talita McEwen. 6, Hannah Abdo. 7, Olivia Sweetman. 8, Olivia Emmett. Lane 9, Neve Tasaka. Beautiful underwater work there by the two swimmers there for Mount Maunganui. Kira Allett, Talita McEwen been working on that. Now, Matt Hutchins, you were an 800 metre specialist. You owned the New Zealand record for a number of years, and so probably focused on this event. Tell us about the preparation you did for the 800 metre freestyle leading up to a big event like this.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was obviously a bit of a shame. I kind of left the sport just as they made the men's 800 Olympic race, so, you know, got stuck with swimming every now and then, but really enjoyed the distance. And I think the 800s is a really weird distance event because, you know, with the 1500 you can break it down into, you know, 500 at a time, and the 800, you know, by the time you're through 400, it's time to pick up and go. So I think the preparation you're doing in training, it's that trying to see how fast you can go with that heart rate kind of sitting, you know, 30 beats below your max, but still having a lot of oxygen getting through your system. So, you know, a lot of my pace work was 50s, but 5-6 seconds rest, you know, really trying to limit that rest, but stay relaxed, but still trying to pick up that pace and see how long you can hold that. And then also at the end of the day, you know, I found a lot of the times, if I was tapering for a meet while everyone else was hopping out a little bit earlier, I'd always have just like 10 100s, 800 pace thrown in at the end there, just a little bit, you know, just to really just keep my feet wet, keep that endurance up, keep the body used to that anaerobic sort of, that aerobic threshold level. And I think a lot of these girls will be doing a lot of similar stuff, as well as probably a lot of sessions where it's 8 400s, you know, descend.
Sounds like a lovely set, set, Matt. One I would have really enjoyed back in the day. And in terms of mileage per week, kilometres, what could we expect of the girls in here?
Yeah, I think you'll be pushing a lot of yardage. I think that's starting to change a little bit in the world of swimming. I think back in the day, a lot of times, you know, 800, 1500 swimmer, the thought was you had to log, you know, that 80, 90, 100 Ks a week, you know, double sessions and that kind of stuff. But I think you'll find now a lot of these 800, as you boys and girls, you know, you're trying to swim different races. You're still trying to, I think a quality 6K session is probably as much as you really need to do. Like, you can get a lot of aerobic work done in 6 kilometres. I don't think there's need to, you know, and I think people are realising that, and especially at this age group level, nothing wears a swimmer down more. And I mean, unless you're those weird people that like open water, swim 10K and spend a lot of time in there. But I think, you know, being stuck in a pool, just grinding out 8, 9 Ks in 2 hours just can really wear you down mentally. So I think to keep swimmers at this age, you know, engaged, you're really trying to get what can you do best for 5 or 6 Ks a day, you know, a session, and then balance that out with some good speed work.
Well, Ciara Ellett is leading this 800 metre freestyle time final. Going well out there in lane 1 is Sophie Hay. Lane 3 there is Brooke Bennett. Talita McEwen sitting at about 5th at the moment, 5th or 6th. You've got Hannah Abdo, who's had a good champ so far. She got that national title yesterday.
Yeah, and just looking across the pool, obviously Sophie Hay, Hamilton Aquatics over in lane 1, leading the way for the 16-year-olds at the moment. She'll be trying to see where Hannah's at across there. And then, yeah, as you were pointing out just there, lane 9, Neve Tassica, really trying to, you know, it's an 800, anyone can really swim. The joy of these timed finals is, you know, you're in the pool, but it's not necessarily where you're at that point. So anyone can win it from anywhere.
And Ciara Ellett enters with an 8:52.66.
Yeah, looks like Sophie Hay and Brooke Bennett over there in lanes 1 and 3, starting to build up that battle for the 16-year-old title. Those two will be looking across at each other, trying to, you know, they'll know what the best swimmers in their age group were this morning, and they'll be looking to beat that. But then they've got that added advantage of being next to each other tonight.
And let's have a look at the 400 metre split on the way through, Matt. 4:28.3, holding 34.5. So we obviously double that. You've got a 8:56, but what is the typical kind of second 400? What would that look like?
I think for someone like Ciara, who is a really good distance swimmer, there's not going to be too much of a drop-off. I mean, you've really got that first 100's always going to be a bit faster, which brings down that front half. But you'd imagine from that 100 right through to about that 700, the idea is to keep that pace the same, and then it's just going to come down to that sprint. So I'd imagine someone like Ciara swimming those longer distance, you're hoping for maybe a 3 or 4 second drop off at the most over that 400, that next 400. I think, you know, for men's 800s, you often find a lot of even splits. I think women's 800s are changing a lot with the likes of Katie Ledecky changing the game. She loves to take it out way faster these days and hold on. And I think, you know, maybe Ciara's not that front end swimmer, but really trusting that back half of her racing.
Let's look at where everyone's at now. Kira Ellett leads, Brooke Bennett second. Looks like lane 1, Sophie Hay in third, Neve Tasaka in 9 in fourth. And looking at that split, Kira Ellett actually bringing that down now, 34.2. And we should see around about a 4:32, 4:33 for that second 400. So it'd be good to see her crack 9 minutes. Another 34.28. Sophie Hay just lifting her game a little bit now.
Yeah, really interesting to note the difference in the strokes here. Kira Ellett, really long, nice loping stroke. Then you look over at Brooke Bennett and Sophie Hay in the lanes next to her. A much higher stroke rate, really just relying on a stroke rate to get them through. Brooke, not a huge amount of kick behind her, but she really saves those legs for that last 50.
Very consistent splits here from Kira Ellett. She is so experienced at these longer events. Been around the sport for many, many years. 18 years of age now, her last national age groups. No lead changes really at the front end. That lead just started to open up now. She's taking about half a second out of these swimmers per lap.
Yeah, and still, even dropping down a little bit into that 34.2 is Kira. You can see those feet starting to pick up a little bit more white water behind her as she comes into this last 100. Really expect to see that stroke rate pick up, but she's right where we thought she was going to be. Really a good chance. Trying to come home and see if she can crack that 9 minute mark. Looks like it's going to take her a 1:05.5 to get under that, but we'll see how it goes.
The kick's starting to come in a little bit more now for Kira Ellett. Using all the possible reserves she's got left in that final 75 metres. Let's have a look at the split here, Matt. She goes through. It's coming down, 33.45.
Yeah,
Could be close for a sub-9.
We'll see what she's got here. Really starting to pick up that kick. Got to get those arms churning, but it's definitely going to come in around that 9:00 mark for sure. And it looks like we've got a bit of a race on there, lane 1 and lane 3. Brooke Bennett's finally bought in that kick. That stroke rate, really impressive stroke rate here to finish an 800 from Brooke, but all eyes on Kira for that 9 minute mark.
Just over 9 minutes, 0.24 for Kira Ellett. Brooke Bennett will take the silver. Sophie Hay, they swum together the whole way. Olivia Sweetman sneaks in for fourth.
And as I was saying, a great effort by lane 9, Neve Tasaka on the outside to get in there.
15-year-old Alyssa Tapper coming through in lane 0. Congratulations to all our girls in the third time final for the 800 metre freestyle. We'll catch a word with Kira Ellett for her reaction. Hey, Kira, congratulations. National title for you. How are you feeling on that one?
Oh, felt pretty good. It was definitely 2 seconds faster than Opens, so I'm pretty happy with how the performance went overall.
So close to going sub 9 minutes. We were gunning for you in that final 50. You definitely picked up that pace in the final 100. Is that often the tactic for you, just to build all the way through? Do you respond to that crowd noise?
Yeah, no, definitely. So the plans usually build each 200, and that last 200, it's kind of like descending that first 100 and then just maxing out that last 100 as fast as you can.
Is this a special, Champs, for you being the last one?
Yes, it is. It's a bit bittersweet knowing that I'm not going to be able to come next year, but it's been a good experience and I'm loving the competition, especially with Summer in that 4. Definitely the best 400 I've had in quite some time. So
good on you, Kira. Well done. Congratulations on your title. Welcome back to the Apollo Projects New Zealand Age Group Swimming Champs. We move to event 16 now. We're into the relays. The 4x100 metre freestyle relay for the boys, 15 and under. There are 2 time finals, and getting ready to go is the first time final. Lane 2, United Swimming Club B. Lane 3, Coast Swimming Club B. 4, Phoenix B. 5, St Paul's B. And 6, North Shore A. Good win for Phoenix B, going under 4 minutes. The first of 2 time finals. Now to the second time final. 15 and under 4x100 metre freestyle for boys. 0 swim Rotorua A, 1 St Paul's A, 2 Howick Pakuranga A, 3 Coast A, 4 New Caledonia A, 5 Phoenix A, 6 United A, 7 Kiwi A, 8 Roskill A, 9 Tawa A. So Matt, New Caledonia looks to be the top seed here. They've always been featuring highly in all the individual events. It doesn't surprise me. 3:47.07. You've got Phoenix, the number 1 of the Kiwi teams. Coast not far behind in 3. And a nice start by lanes 2 and 3, Howick, Pakuranga and Coast.
Yeah, and I think especially in these middle lanes, I mean, look at that, lanes 3, 2, 1, all right up there to start this race. These entry times don't mean as much, you know, those are just based off everyone's best times add together. The energy of a relay, some people are just born to be quality relay swimmers, you know, they'll naturally just drop so much time, changeovers, the excitement, doing it not just for yourself, but doing it for your team. So I think this race is really, really going to come down to that last 50, you know, unlike maybe those times, say, on the program.
Often the pressure does fall on the final anchor swimmer, don't they? Looking out and going, okay, there's all 3 together. It's up to me to win this for the team. That can bring them through, like you said. And looking at the front of the field now, lane 6, United Swimming Club has taken the lead over Coast and Phoenix.
And absolutely, like you were saying, while a lot of pressure does come down to that anchor swimmer, you know, a relay is 4 swimmers, so everyone has to do their part to put that anchor in the right position. You know, when I was in college, we always used to have the guy that swam on the back end of a relay, and we called it letting him loose, because, you know, his favourite thing to do was chase people down and whatever it was. So as long as we could have him diving in sight of someone, or if we had him, we'd prefer that instead of being in front and going into that last leg, because we knew it would just propel him to do something fantastic. And there's nothing more exciting than watching your teammate chase down another team at the end of a relay.
Well, I think it certainly takes the pressure off in a team rather than individual and brings out the best in a number of swimmers. And let's look at it now. United opening up that lead in lane 6. We've got lane 4 now. This is New Caledonia starting to come back into second position. Coast has fallen back to 4th. Phoenix in 3rd.
Yeah, New Caledonia really powering through here. It looks like what they've done, what we call backloaded the relay, had gone from, you know, the slowest to fastest swimmers there, really powering home to rely on that momentum to get them home, whereas maybe some of these other teams have gone the opposite direction. But New Caledonia really flying home here over this 3rd leg.
That was Alexis Lahantic who brought them through. Noah Dulard will finish for New Caledonia. Finishing for United is Bradley Searle. Enoch Zhang for Phoenix, and Coast Swimming Club sends away Jono Swanepoel. Jono Swanepoel making up some ground here. He slips into second. Can he collect first? Jono Swanepoel for Coast. He's got some work to do. He's got to catch Bradley Searle over here in 6. Jono Swanepoel getting in position to win it for the Kiwis. New Caledonia have got it all their own way up the front there. They'll win it. Jono Swanepoel's going to win it for Coast. Watching over. He's going to get there. What a win. What a final 100. A 28.97 final lap for Jono Swanepoel. Very, very good time for him and bringing the team home to win for the Kiwis.
Yeah, exactly, just as we were talking about there. You know, that last leg swimmer really capitalising on that momentum, being able to see those feet in front of him and obviously pulling that to a fantastic effort right there.
We're going to catch a word with the winning team, and I think we will take the winning Kiwi team. So if Coast Swimming Club can come over and have a chat to me. Coast, come on down. Jono, come on over. Congratulations on behalf of for your whole team here. You were sitting in 4th position with not long to go, and you brought it home for the team, and a fantastic final 50. You stoked?
Yeah, I'm really stoked. Just have to keep the head down, keep kicking, just go for it. Yeah.
Did you guys expect to be the best under 15 and under team in New Zealand over 4x100 metre tonight?
We sure hope to.
You certainly nailed it. You got it by a good margin in the end. The New Caledonians took it out, but hey, they're not from New Zealand, are they?
Yeah, so that's a good job for us. Yeah.
Round of applause for the Coast team, guys. 15 and under, 4x100 freestyle. Well done to you all. Next up, 16 and over, 4x100 metre freestyle relay. The first time final. Lane 2, Mount Maunganui A, 3, Pukekohe A, 4, Tasman A, 5, United B, 6, Pirates A, 7, Aquablades A. Some pretty good times there. Pukekohe taking out time final number 1. 3:42. Now to the 16 and over boys, second time final. Lane 0, TBSS Central City A, Hamilton A, United Swimming Club A, 3 Coast A, 4 North Shore A, 5 Equigym A, 6 Jazzy A, 7 Phoenix A, 8 North Canterbury A, and 9 St Paul's A. Nice start in lane 3 there. That's Jasper Cornish of Coast. He had a blinder in the relay last night in the 50s, swam a 23 and a half off the start. See how he goes tonight. Jasper Cornish and Ryan Quinn, as well as lane 6. This is Hugo Rothel for Jazzy go through.
And I was talking to Hugo earlier today, and he wanted me to mention that it is his birthday today. So he'll be happy that I've mentioned that as he's leading the race as well.
Birthday swim.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's actually looking really good. Hugo Rothel here, getting a nice little handy lead for Jazzy. Who knew him for a 100 freestyler? 52.2. It must be his best, surely. Jazzy away to a good start thanks to Hugo Rothel. And in the water for them at the moment is Hunter Butler. Chasing in 4 and 5 is Ivan Liu from North Shore and Harry Renner from Equigym. Coast sitting in 4th. They've got Jack Potier in there. North Shore takes the lead halfway through. Away goes Lucas Holmes. 5 and 6, you've got Eli Wilson for Equigym, Hamish Inwood for Jazzy. Coast have got Sam Kenny in the water. Coming quickly in lane 2 for United is James Crosby. North Shore starting to gain a bit of a lead here. Lucas Holmes, Hunter Dobson will anchor for them. Breathing every stroke. Surely the coach is going to have something to say about that. Hunter Dobson away.
Yeah, I think you'll find it's a little bit more common these days. Freestylers prefer to breed that every 2 strokes on that, especially in the 100 as well. As long as it's a part of your stroke and not slowing you down. That importance of keeping that oxygen in your system. It is a sprint, and as you're sprinting, the muscles tighten up. So trying to get as much oxygen as you can to help you back over that last 15 metres.
Yeah, interesting how it all changes. Coming into the win here, North Shore versus Aquagym. Ollie Lutton and Hunter Dobson.
And
Ollie Lutton starting to roll him. Ollie Lutton is getting in front of North Shore here. They're going to win this relay. Come from nowhere, Aquagym to win. North Shore will take the silver. Coast will come through for the bronze. What a final 100 there. 26.59 in that final 50. That's a superb final 100 metres. Ollie Lutton and his team of Jordan Astley, Harry Renner, Eli Wilson. We'll catch a word with the Aquagym team to see how they feel about that. Great win there. Here with the Aquagym team, winning the 4x100 metre boys 16 and over relay. Ollie, you anchored it, mate. You did it very well. 50 point for your 100 metres freestyle there. That was quick.
Yeah, cheers. That was pretty quick, eh?
What does it mean to get together with these boys and win this national title today?
Oh, it means a lot, eh? All the hard work has paid off. Just proud to be an Aquagym member,
Is there more relay wins to come?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Well, go and enjoy the win, guys. Well done. Next up is event number 17, the 4x100 metre freestyle relay for girls. There is just the one final for the 15 and under. They're coming out now. In lane 2, United Swimming Club B team. 3, Hawak Pakuranga A. 4, Hamilton Aquatics A. 5, United A. And 6, TBSS Central City A. Just the one final for the 15 and under girls 4x100 metre freestyle relay. Kicking off with Chloe Peters in lane 4 for Hamilton Aquatics. You got Kayla Knight, lane 5 for United. Anahira McCutcheon for TBSS in 6. Mia Laban in 3 and Xanthi Miller in 2 for United. Hamilton Aquatics lead the way after the first 100 by good margin here. 2 whole seconds. Sub-minute there for Chloe Peters. Hamilton still hold the lead here. Let's look at the margin. It was 2 seconds at the 100. Now it is 3 seconds. Chasing hard, United. This is Mia McDonald for United, Ariella Riley for Hamilton. And in lane 3, it is Olivia Bates for Hawak Pakuranga. Mia McDonald making up a little bit of margin here. That gap has closed. Back to about 1.5 seconds back now. And anchoring Olivia Emmett for Hamilton, Amelia Duff for United. Ready to go for Hawak Pakuranga is Kiri Yamagami. Rest with Olivia Emmett and Amelia Duff for the win here. '15-year-old Olivia Emmett, 15-year-old Amelia Duff versus 13-year-old Kiri Yamagami in 3. Solid performance here by Olivia Emmett. She's holding that, increasing that lead over United. She's going to win it quite easily for her team here, I think. Great swim here from Kiri Yamagami. She's brought it up as well, but quite clear. First, second and third coming into the last 25. Well done to Hamilton Aquatics. We'll get the girls to come over for a bit of a chat. Here with the Hamilton Aquatics girls, winners of the 15 and under 100 metre freestyle relay. Well done, Pippa. What is it cool to do it with all your mates here and win?
It's really cool.
What are you enjoying most about NAG so far?
The vibes, having fun, and everyone's just being really supportive.
Is the music up to scratch?
I have to say, it could be a little bit better, but it's pretty good.
Okay, I'll put a word into Cole. Well, well done, girls, on your relay win. Enjoy the rest of your night. Moving now to the girls, 16 and over, 4x100 metre freestyle relay. There are 2-time finals. This is the first one. In lane 2, Mount Maunganui A, 3 Tawa A, 4 Coast B, 5 United B, 6 Tasman A. Some good vocal support here for Mount Maunganui. Tawa from the end of the pool from the teammates. Tawa just edging ahead to possibly win this time final number 1. Nice win for Tawa, 4:06, a couple of seconds under their entry time. Nice work to our teams in that first time final. We move now to the second of the time finals, and they will make their way out onto pool deck now. Lots of noise coming from behind the curtain there. A little bit of choreography has happened behind the scenes. Now that's coordinated. Someone's taken the lead on the creative in that one. Well done. In lane 0, St Paul's A. 1, Ngātai Tuatea Atara Ika Swimming A. 2, Howick A. 3, St Peter's A. 4, United A. 5, TBSS Central City A. 6, Coast A. 7, Wharanui A. 8, North Shore A. 9, Jazzy A. Down the first lap goes Coast Swimming Club. Zoe Pedersen leads the way. Lane 5 is Amelia Bray.
And naturally, Zoe Pedersen out first at the 50, the fastest 50 freestyler in the pool tonight with her 25.6. So we'll see how she fares over the second 50 and 100, but she's looking very, very strong, setting up Coast nicely. But Summer Osborne, by the looks of her, out here in lane 8, hanging in there, trying to keep North Shore in the race. The 200 specialist, a little bit more closing speed by the looks of it.
Zoe Pedersen will touch first, followed by North Shore with Summer Osborne. TBSS Amelia Bray third. In the water for Coast now is Lily Humphreys. North Shore has Holly Nelson. TBSS has Tess Winneray. Nice margin here for Coast Swimming Club's Lily Humphreys. Opened that up to a body length now. TBSS, Liv Peebles ready to go. Charlie Toos, off she goes. Hard to see who's third at the moment. I didn't see I think it's lane 3.
St. Peter's 2:00:01 there in third. And lane 1, Ngātai Tuatea Taraika in fourth as well, very close behind.
I think Liv Peebles has closed that gap a little bit now on Charlie Toos for Coast. TBSS and Coast, it's going to come down to the wire here. Lena Hamblin-O for Coast, Lanahay Connolly for TBSS.
This is a fantastic swim here by TBSS Central City, swimming on this third leg, really closing that gap, and it looks like almost takes the lead going into this last leg, but a fantastic third leg to set the team up nicely.
The battle is on between Coast and TBSS.
And I think this one's going to come right down to the wire.
Third is St. Peter's. This is Alyssa Lawson for St. Peter's. Lanahay Connolly versus Lena Hamblin-O. Edging ahead now, Lanahay Connolly for TBSS. A body length opening up now. Can Lena Hamblin-O hold on to silver? Fast finishing lane 4, Eva Allen for United. Coast going to have to hold off to get silver. I think she's going to do it. She's looking over. TBSS win it. Coast just get there for silver. Third goes to United.
And some fantastic closing speed there from lane 5 and United in lane 4 as well. 30.1 coming home. Fantastic swimming. 30.0 by TBSS.
Great win there for TBSS. And what a way to finish session number 4, day 2. And while the excitement's going, please put your hands together and thank our technical officials, ladies and gentlemen, for their time and attention this evening as they leave pool deck. We'll catch a word with TBSS now to get their reaction to their win. Here we are with the TBSS Central City girls. Congratulations, you won it. Liv, how does it feel?
Oh, I think we're all pretty stoked. I don't think we expected it, but we've got a good team spirit and us girls are really close, so I think we're pretty happy.
Now, you wanted to come to me earlier and you had a request. You want to do that request now?
Absolutely. Shout out to Harry for his birthday. His 17th birthday today, so big shout out to him.
Happy birthday, Harry!
Now, this choreography that we saw on the way out, now how did that come about? Who was the ringleader there?
I think it was a few of us. Definitely some of us had the idea, and I think a few girls from Coast and North Shore and St. Paul's, all of us kind of had the idea.
Well, just about lifted the roof off. Well done to your win tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Apollo Projects is New Zealand's trusted specialist for the design and construction of sports, aquatics and education centres, and is proud to be the principal sponsor of Swimming New Zealand.
We know a country where the food is bountiful and the wine is beautiful. Where the skies are big because the horizons are wide, so the warm, gentle landscape stretches out forever. A country where the food offering spans from pick your own to picking it up from a roadside stall or a farmer's market, to taking your pick from restaurant menus that are as good as anywhere in the world. And so is the wine. This is a country that will refresh you and recharge you and just make you feel a whole lot better about things. This country is food and wine country, but you might know it as Hawke's Bay.
Welcome back. What a great way to finish that 4x100 freestyle relay for the 16 and over girls. They were elated. We move now to the medal ceremony for the remaining events this evening in the second half. And we start, so we're just waiting for the nod from our team down there. So just looking at some of those performances tonight, Soren Wells in that 200-metre freestyle, fantastic swim in that 13-year-old age group, breaking a regional record that's been held since 2000, a 23-year-old Canterbury record. He did a 2:02. That was fantastic. We'll kick off with the first of the medal ceremonies. The girls' 50-metre freestyle, 13-year-old girls. Third, 27.88 from Hauk Pakuranga, Kiri Yamagami. Silver, Alyssa Lawson, 27.06, St Peters. And winning the gold, 26.96 from TBSS, Anahira McCutcheon. Medals presented by Aqua Black in 2016 Olympian Matt Hutchins. "14-year-old girls next. Third, 27.46 from North Canterbury, Millie Bell. Silver, 27.44 from United, Mia McDonald. And winning the gold in 26.84 from Kiwi West, Milan Glintmeyer. "15-year-old girls, third, 27.57 from Wharenui, Riley McBride. Silver, 26.97 from Stratford, Anahira Martin. And winning in 26.79 from Jazzy, Charlotte Parmenta. "16-year-old girls is coming up next. Bronze medal, 27.25 from Hauk Pakuranga, Danielle Asiata. Silver medal, 26.69 from TBSS, Amelia Bray. And winning in a new New Zealand age group record in 25.63 from Coast, Zoe Pedersen. Bronze medal now for the 17-18-year-old age group, 26.99 from Ngātai Tuatea Taraika, Brooke Miles. Silver, 26.63 from United, Eva Allen. And winning in 26.59 from North Shore, Summer Osborne. Now to the boys, 50 butterfly. Third, Michael Sun, 29 flat from United. Second place, Andrew Feng, 28.94 from North Shore, and Yaron Nadonche from New Caledonia, 28.18. And winning the gold from Coast, Liam Curling, 27.39. Team manager from TBSS Central City to the resolutions desk, thank you. Moving now to the 14-year-old boys. Third place, 26.88, Hamilton Aquatics, Orlando Hardy. Second, 26.88, Te Heringa Tahi Ramanui, Pukekohe. And second, Nolan Nadonche from New Caledonia, 26.61. Winning is Kane Howard, 26.72 from Simzone Racing, and Chrisanda Theatre from New Caledonia, 26.34. Moving to the 15-year-old boys, third place, 26.38 from Pirates, Zach Alexander. Silver, 25.95 from Mount Eden, Jacob Story. Winning, 25.84 from United, Mason Wang. Medal ceremony sponsor, All Proof Industries. 16-year-old category, third place, 25.71 from Simzone Racing, Mitchell Herberley. Silver, 25.59 from Porirua City Aquatics, David Zhu. And winning the gold medal, 25.27 from St Paul's, Oliver Mowat. (17.18), 50 butterfly for boys. Third, 25.49 from Aquagym, Ollie Lutton. Silver, 25.03 from Parnell, Ryan Peck. And winning the gold in 24.91 from Greendale, Caleb Carlisle. Moving to the boys 50 butterfly multi-class. Third, Josh Wilmer, 33.17 Pukekohe. Second, 30.23 from Nelson South, Finn Russ. And winning the gold, 28.36 from North Shore, Asher Smith Franklin. Moving to the girls 50 butterfly multi-class, the winner 46.82 for Matamata, Riley Sayer. $800-metre freestyle is next for the 13-year-old girls. The winner 9:51.67 from Harakpakaranga, Kiri Yamagami. Fourteen-year-old girls, third, 10:02.06 from Stratford, Mila Gwedzinski. Mila, I'll get it right once. Silver, 9:45.24 from Hamilton Aquatics, Ariella Riley. And winning the gold, 9:25.09 from Carterton, Ava Wilson. Fifteen-year-old girls, 800-metre freestyle medal ceremony. Third, 9:35.84 from St Peters, Alyssa Tapper. Silver, 9:18.82 from Hamilton Aquatics, Olivia Emmett. Winning the gold, 9:15.67 from St Paul's, Nina Da Costa. Sixteen-year-old girls, third, Bella Wansborough, 9:15.78 from Aquablades. Silver, Sophie Hay, Hamilton Aquatics, 9:08.33. And winning the gold, Brooke Bennett, 9:07.20 from Vikings. $17.18 now. Third, 9:13.39 from Ngātai Tuatea Taraika, Neve Tasaka. Silver, Olivia Sweetman, 9:13.2 from Harakpakaranga. And winning the gold, Kira Allett, Mount Maunganui Swimming, 9:24. Now to the relays, 15 and under boys. Third team, Phoenix Aquatics A team. Troy Blevins, Osbert Gu, Dave Coe and Yinok Zhang. Second, Silver, United Swimming Club A, 3:46.64. Fraser Walker, Mason Wang, Bosco Ding, Bradley Searle. And joint winners, Coast Swimming Club A for New Zealand, 3:45.76. Liam Curling, William Delamere, Sam Wild, Jono Swanepoel. And gold medals also to New Caledonia, 3:43.34. Chrysanda Theda, Nolan Nodonche, Alexis Lahantek, and Noah Dulad. Well done to our relay winners, 15 and under boys, 4x100 metre freestyle relay. Moving now to the 16 and over boys, and third place goes to Coast Swimming Club A, Jasper Cornish, Jack Potier, Sam Kenny, Lan Hamblin-O. Second goes to North Shore Swimming Club A. Ryan Quinn, Ivan Liu, Lucas Holmes, Hunter Dobson, 3:34.55. And winning the gold, Aqua Gym Swimming Club A. Jordan Astley, Harry Renner, Eli Wilson, Ollie Lutton, 3:33.11. Next up is the 15 and under girls 4x100 freestyle relay. Third place, Howick Pakaranga A. Mia Laban, Mei Ying Reynolds, Olivia Bates, Kiri Yamagami, 4:09.28. Silver, United Swimming Club A, 4:07.81. Kayla Knight, Sophie Barry, Mia McDonald, Amelia Duff. Presented by Aqua Black and 2016 Olympian Matt Hutchins. And winning, Hamilton Aquatics A, Chloe Peters, Pippa Mihaka, Ariella Riley, Olivia Emmett. Next up, the presentation for the 16 and over girls. In third place, what have we got here? Third place, St Peter's Swimming Club, Milana Tapper, Alyssa Tapper, Savannah Burke, Alyssa Lawson. Second, United Swimming Club A, Alexandra Campion, Hannah Piper, Louise Eccleston and Eva Allen. And for some reason, I have no idea, we have 2 winners. Coast Swimming Club A and TBSS Central City Swimming. Amelia Bray, Tess Winneray, Liv Peebles, Lanahay Connolly. And Coast, Zoe Pedersen, Lily Humphreys, Charlie Toos and Lena Hamlin-Ode. The visitor medal. The penny drops. Someone was thinking tonight, well done to all of the 16 and over girls relay winners and medalists. Congratulations to all of our swimmers tonight. Day 3 heats tomorrow, you can see on screen. 200 backstroke boys and girls, the 400 IMs, the 100 freestyles for the para multi-class, 100 freestyle for boys and girls too. Some highlights tonight, Kevin Zhang, also the 16-year-old in the 200 freestyle, just outside of that New Zealand age group record 152. Asher Smith-Franklin breaking his own New Zealand record by just 4/100ths of a second in the multi-class 50 freestyle. Jacob Story in that 200 breaststroke, 2:22.93, fantastic, as well as Leo Arrowsmith getting down to 2:20. And Zoe Pedersen, of course, in the 50 freestyle, breaking the 15-year-old New Zealand age group record, 25.63. It's been an exciting night tonight. Hope you've enjoyed the action. You can join us again for Day 3 heats from 9 a.m. tomorrow.